I gave you fair warning, beware. I gave you fair warning, beware.
Welcome to the Unapologetically Candid podcast. It's your man, Damon.
And of course, it's the fly guy, DJ Top Notch.
This is the official first episode of 2017.
Official? It took us long enough.
Yeah, I know we had to do some retooling. Also, somebody kept DJing at strip clubs on the wrong nights.
Hey, man, look, see the way my life is set up? Got a checking in the savings, but I needed that money.
You just established that you lived the life of a mediocre Tyler Perry film.
Yeah, and I think I'm casting in all of them, too, so it might work out perfectly for me. You never know.
You never know. But today's show, we got a special guest on here. We got
Let's go
a talented actor, straight hustler, dedicated, SAG card holder. You can now see him. I'm just playing. Maybe he's not on SAG, but he's working. He's getting there. He'll get there at some point. But you can see him on the new 24 Legacy as not only terrorist number one, but it's now scripted as Jihadi. My man, my good friend, Rishik Patel. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Oh, man. See, you get on one network show, and now you want to talk all soft.
Dude,
I'm surprised you didn't walk in here with sunglasses on and shit.
I thought about
Being mad Hollywood.
I thought about it.
At 6 o'clock in the evening. But before we get on to the interview, we do got a couple of new news topics to discuss, especially with your boy, the Mango in Chief, because it's been like a good month. This motherfucker fucked the country up in less time it would take for me to fuck up a girl's life.
This guy single-handedly has screwed the country in, what, 2 weeks?
He did it really in one. But,
really? Yeah.
We just hit
him. Actually, in about 72 hours. As soon as he got that new POTUS Twitter handle, that did it. Like, literally. They gave him the code to it. They was like, all right, here's your password. It was like, oh, fuck it. Let me just ruin the whole nation real quick.
This nigga is like 23 tweets away from owning the hashtag fuck it.
Like, I don't get, what? How? I'm still trying to.
How, Sway?
What the fuck were we thinking as a country?
I don't know. Hey, I voted for Hillary. Yeah, that's on you.
That's not me.
Shit, man, I voted for Bernie. Like,
You voted for
I even wrote him in on the ballot. Like, still just, fuck it, let me write in Bernie just for a glimpse of hope.
You an idiot.
Just for hope.
You an idiot. Yeah, they didn't, what, you got the Muslim ban?
This guy, he didn't want to. No, it's not a Muslim ban. It's a ban on
He
certain
wrote ban
countries.
on Twitter.
It's not called a Muslim ban, as he labeled it. It's a ban on certain countries.
Wow, that's a pretty good Sean Spicer, man. you might have to take his job if he keeps messing up.
Like, man, dude, he's horrible, man. I don't get it. Like, where did we go? Who did we piss off this much that we had to get him elected as our president? Like, this is like the worst.
Obviously, Putin. I mean,
like, I'm just saying, this is like the worst dream. Like, this is an April Fool's joke gone wrong, literally.
this is like a bad version of Groundhog's Day.
It's literally because our groundhog just saw a shadow, so I'm like, oh, you fucking ass. So now we stuck with what, 5 more weeks of winter?
I don't care.
Something like that.
I actually think he's doing. No, I'm kidding.
He couldn't even get the damn sentence out.
I can't lie.
I already know you vocal about it. Me and him have had numerous conversations about being politically active and things like that.
So are you gonna refer to him as the president?
No. I refer to him as Twitter fingers. I'm telling you, him and Meek Mills need to drop a dual album together.
What your boy say? His mama named him Donald. I'm gonna call him Donald. I ain't calling him president of shit.
You stupid.
Dude, man, every day I wake up thinking like maybe this is gonna be the day that somebody goes, all right, joke over with. Ashton, bring on out the whole punk crew. Like,
but let me ask both of y'all this.
He's been saving up all this time.
Let me ask both
for the best.
Do y'all think that he should be impeached?
I wouldn't go with impeachment. I go with he just needs to like catastrophically just have a heart attack or some shit. I don't know.
Nah, I feel like he'd be getting off too easy.
He needs to be impeached or resign.
I say he should be assassinated by a Midwestern
cowboy
with homophobe with pre-existing conditions.
But those are the people that voted for him,
poetry. Huh? I know.
Those are the people that voted for him.
Yeah, those idiots who voted against their own best interest.
Like, literally, how you gonna vote for somebody and then get screwed in the process of voting for him?
And then try and rescind your vote on Twitter.
The assholeism in them. That's what happens when you go to a backwood country, man, and tell them, hey, vote for me, because I'm the Donald, and then they vote for you, and then you just sitting there like, what the fuck did I do? It's like getting a fat girl pregnant at prom. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like,
And you would have started a high school football team.
yeah,
It's like you had everything.
You had
Laquan.
so much potential.
Laquan, you had it.
Laquan goes to a school like Bayside High, like he done took over AC Slater's starting spot. He's just the captain of the team. He's the big black muscular guy. Then he
Be working at that diner for the rest of his life.
Then it's like Lisa Turtle wants to date him. He's like, no, bitch, I'm gonna do something nice. I'm gonna take on Big Bertha over there. I'm gonna take her to the prom, make her feel special. He took her there, and then she sucks his dick. He loses his virginity to her because he's like, hey, behind all the closed doors, nobody knows that I'm really a virgin. So he loses his virginity.
He just smashed
to
the
her.
chick he used to borrow weed from.
He said borrow. Like, you gonna give it back. Like, yeah, I don't have nothing but look, I just got these roaches left over. If you want to put them together, you can get you at least a gram out of it. Like,
He'll take it. But let's get to our guest at hand, Mr. Patel.
Showtime.
Doing a great
Showtime
job.
Patel.
So, I don't think I ever asked you this. What's the first moment you fell in love with acting?
I don't know. I've fallen in love with acting a lot over my career. I'm not gonna count middle school. Probably my first high school play.
Really?
I did Romeo and Juliet. We had a guest director. I played Paris, and it was awesome.
So let me ask you this question. Have you ever played a role that you just go, I do not like this shit, but I really have to just do this for the money?
You call that getting a check.
You get one of those auditions every couple months that you just kind of how do I psych myself up for this? But
like a police procedure.
But overall, most roles are just a blast to play.
Sounds fun. Let me see. Here's one more question. How many industry hoes have you smashed?
Well, that was gonna be my last question. Thanks a lot, you jackass.
Abstain from answering that question.
No, you don't gotta name names. Just give us like a nice ballpark figure.
That was Brenda, Letitia,
I've
Linda,
met some pretty
Felicia,
attractive actresses hanging out with this guy.
Dawn, LaShawn, Inez, and Alicia, Stacy, Tracy.
I don't know no
Rhonda.
Kiana. You remember that shit from Belly? I don't know no Kiana. Okay.
Look, he don't want to answer that. He's cool. He don't want to answer. He's like, fuck that shit.
See,
he's
yeah,
like, look,
I was gonna lead
He's like,
into
look,
it.
I got a girlfriend, man. I ain't finna answer this shit.
I mean, you led me to the cliff, but I
You
didn't
ain't
jump.
jump. All right, well then, let's pull it back to something. What's the first movie that had a big impact on you, though?
The first movie,
Yeah.
The Lion King. Man.
The Lion King. For
The
real?
Lion King. I probably watched The
No
Lion
shit.
King about 50 times.
You cried when Mufasa died.
Don't lie.
Mufasa.
Everybody died. Everybody cried.
Everybody cried when Mufasa died.
Mufasa.
Hey, say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Mufasa.
Mufasa.
So you kind of always was like into acting as a kid, like growing up. Huh?
I don't think I was into acting until I tried it out in middle school. I didn't watch movies and think, man, I want to do that.
Really?
I just started doing, and then it just kind of hit me that, yeah, I do want to do this. I love this.
So let me ask you this: the reason why you started doing it in like drama club, were you in like drama club in school?
Yeah.
Were you doing that so you could smash the girls in drama club?
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun.
right to that cliff.
He ain't say no, he didn't do it.
I don't think
just
you know.
said-
I'm pretty sure that's why you got
I
in
don't
there.
think you know about the concept.
All right, so let's see. Is there any role that you want to play, like any key like role that you just want to take on?
There are always roles I see when I'm watching. There's so many good movies and TV shows out now. But a role I've always wanted to play is Romeo in Romeo and Juliet.
Wow.
So I did not get that.
Wait, on film
my first
or on the stage?
Either. The film would be great though. Film would be great. But I love theater, so
So
doing it
which one
the
do you love
way
more?
That's what I was gonna ask too.
I love theater. I love film more. I didn't think I was going to until I started doing it, but I love the subtlety of it. I love how real you can get, as opposed to theater's its own different art where you're very broad and big, and you just can't.
It's you're acting to the audience.
Yeah,
not to
you're
the
not.
camera.
Yeah, you're not acting to the person sitting right next to you all the time. You have to present more.
That's deep.
Like really, that is. I never thought about it that way. So let me ask you this: have you ever had like Have you ever witnessed anybody have like a on stage meltdown, just like that was completely impromptu, like not actually scheduled to be in the filming or taping or anything, like it just happened?
Like a Christian Bale moment?
On a set or on
Both,
stage?
both really.
On set, I don't think I've ever seen that. We like to get all of our flubs out in classes. We like to fall on our face there. But yeah, I'm sure I've seen it mostly in auditions. You see some people get so worked up about auditions on stage, and then when they get up there, if something doesn't go the way they planned, I've seen a few people run off crying.
Wow,
That's got to be entertaining.
I'll be like,
I've seen
hey,
a
make
few
sure y'all
directors
film
send people
that.
off crying,
World
too.
star.
Film that. Shout out to the World Star guy. You know, he died.
Yeah, Q.
Yeah. Man, that's a tough blow. Wonder what they're gonna do about the fight scenes now.
It's still gonna be in portrait mode, so I think we're good.
Well, cool, awesome.
I don't think those are gonna stop just because the dudes did. Just because the nigga died, don't mean the website just went down.
Just saying. I mean, it's kind of his legacy.
Yeah.
Like World Star, bitch.
So
I thought World Star was your thing. You post so much of it that I thought you were behind.
post a goddamn World Star. What the fuck? Who are you following on social media? No, but no. So
Traditional.
yo, how
black
many
thing.
plays have you done there? Because I didn't even really know. Like, I knew you went to VSU as a classically trained actor, but I don't know how many plays that you were in.
I probably did 4 or 5 plays at Valdosta State and 9 or 10 in high school.
Okay. Did you do any when you moved back up here?
No. I actually I auditioned and got a part of a musical while I was up here. I don't sing, by the way. They told me I would sing, and that fell through. They reached out to me years later, and the moment had passed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. All right. So then let me ask you this, since you clarified that, TV or film, which one do you like more?
it depends on the role, really, and you're at the end of the day you're doing the same thing. There are differences, but I'd rather be a part of a television series.
Really?
Yeah, because you have much more time on a television series to develop your character, to develop, especially we've been pumping out so many 1-hour shows lately.
Plus, it's a steady paycheck.
That's not
Exactly.
bad. But yeah, just being a part of a cast, like if you asked me if I wanted to be in my favorite movie or if I wanted to be a part of a cast like Friends, like Seinfeld.
Oh, you want that syndication money? Okay. I see where you're going with this.
So, on the new 24, you're playing a terrorist.
Yeah.
Have you seen it yet, Top Notch?
I seen the previews for it during the Super Bowl, and that was about it.
Oh man, you gotta watch.
I
You're
know.
behind.
Yeah, I know. I'm bad at that.
Yeah, bro, you like 2 episodes behind. Granted, Rishik didn't show up until the 2nd episode because I was watching the first one. I was like, oh, damn, that ain't him.
So, how was that playing like a terrorist? Like, did it make you feel uncomfortable any?
No, I'd broached it with Chase Walker. He's a filmmaker in the Atlanta market, and he had come to me with a terrorist role he needed to fill for a music video earlier in the year, and he was paying obviously not SAG scale or anything like that, but I said, hey, I'm gonna have to think about it because this is, if it was a SAG production, then it would have been a quicker thought, but I took that role on, and then I thought about it, and it's just I'm playing a part of life. I'm playing a particular character who's exists in the world. So much like I played a Christian once. I'm not a Christian, but
Hey, it's just a paycheck.
well, it's a role.
Yeah,
It's a role. It's a real person. So
Hell, I play a Christian.
so
a
I got
Muslim.
over that pretty quick.
You paying? I'll rock a bow tie and some bean pies. Don't even ask me. I understand. You gotta get that check.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, like, does that bother you that they picked you to be a terrorist? Like, then you got to start asking the questions like, hey man, I'm glad you picked me for this role. What the fuck God do? What?
24 did a great job of.
Oh, I just look like I'm gonna blow some shit up.
That's
huh?
what I'm saying. So I just look like a terrorist.
24 did a great job of putting the cast together and writing the script in a way where it's not, worldly offensive.
That's
So,
what I was getting to.
Well,
you know,
well, hell, they had like what 6 seasons of writing that shit to get it right.
I just wanted to make sure, like,
From the
because I
other
ain't want
one.
him to walk out here, like, and then he leave out the studio and somebody's like, hey, there's that fucking terrorist right there. Kick his ass. He's like, no, bitch, that's the movie. Like,
you
that's
get
the film.
Homeland Security
Like-
called on you when you walk out.
Like, look, it's a fucking TV show. Leave me alone. Like,
So you must have a dope ass agent then.
oh yeah, in my opinion, I have the best agent in Atlanta.
Good answer.
I'm
That's
with,
a good
yeah,
answer.
I'm with Stuart Talent in Atlanta, and Christy is just wonderful. It was a really, really tough process picking my first agent, but I picked the right one.
So for those who's listening who want to be an actor or aspire to be an actor, what's the process of going about like securing an agent?
Oh, that's
Being
easy, Damon.
I'm not asking for myself.
it-
no,
yeah, I know, I know.
he's asking for me, actually.
Man, you got a SAG card already. What are you talking about?
Okay, so
It's difficult to answer that. Just quickly, do this. But the general advice I can give to anyone is get in classes. I still take classes. I will continue to take classes. This is not something you can perfect. And from there are so many great actors with worlds of experience on me who teach in the Atlanta market. So those people are teaching all over Atlanta, and they're going to guide you. That's where I've found my best help. Some of my best mentors, friends, is at acting studios around Atlanta. And then, you know, the peers, you want to be around people who are working at this, and you're going to meet those people in classes. So I tell them to, you know, definitely get in classes, meet as many people as you can, keep in touch with people. Two of the things I started doing is, you know, you have to want to, but I started making a phone call every day to catch up with an old friend. Every single day I would make a call for about 30 minutes to an hour, and eventually that became only theater people, only film people. But it's a great way to keep in touch with people, hear what's going on around the community, and then also just make sure you do something every day, because it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So you have to just keep working at it, and if you're working at it, you just have to know that it's going to pay off down the line. You know, if you're doing the right steps, you don't see it happen until it happens, you know, but you have to know that all the things you did for the last 3 years, 5 years have led up to that moment.
Right, it'll come to fruition all in due time.
So I tell people to do something before they go to bed. I never let myself sleep without doing something acting related, and if I've screwed up and it's the end of the day, I'll read an article. I'll go to Backstage. I'll go to Google. I'll go to YouTube. I'll watch Actors Table. You know.
Do you watch the like Hollywood Reporter roundtables?
I've seen a few of them. I haven't seen them in a while.
I'm addicted to them.
Yeah, they're great.
Like I literally can't wait until them suckers come out and I watch the whole thing just one sitting.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question: what was your reaction the first time you saw yourself on TV or film?
God, I've gotten used. I'd done so many auditions and so many short films in the past that I had gotten used to that. But it still kind of blew me away. I think seeing my name on the credits was more of a oh shit
Like
moment.
I made it.
Like, that's my name.
That's what's up.
It was a great moment.
Keep in mind though, Rishik is mad humble. Like I was at the bar with this guy the other week, and he was like, you know, I was just working on a little show and all that. And we're talking to some females. He's like, oh yeah, what show you working? But he had a hat on, so I kept pulling his hat down so they could see the 24 Legacy.
So he's on
I
there
was
with
like,
the guy
look.
that played Dr. Dre. Everybody, the guy is on there. He's on there.
Corey
with,
Hawkins
He's
is the actor's
man.
name.
Fuck that. He's Dr. Dre until he dies to me. Like you're.
He's
forever
also
gonna be
the
straight outta
nigga
Compton.
on Walking Dead with the bad dread wig.
That wait.
You didn't realize that? God damn it.
What, bruh?
Why you think he's just miraculously not there right now?
Why the fuck they had the glasses?
Yeah.
And he disappeared when they went over the. Ain't this about a son of a bitch? I'm just now realizing that. Yo, what the fuck? He's the one. He gonna fuck around and get Sasha killed, man. Like, Speaking on Walking Dead, that shit come on tonight, man. We back tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've been watching that motherfucker.
This episode is going to Friday. It already aired by the time people hear that.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. They gonna fucking know. Top Notch may not watch a lot of goddamn TV, but he watched The Walking Dead.
Walk the fuck out of some Carl.
I watched that shit. I watched the whole 7 seasons in, 1 month?
That sounds about right.
That was ridiculous. Oh, my
God,
God.
you saw the Super Bowl ad was beautiful. It was so
Hell
simple.
yeah.
You get the football and then just
Then
Negan's
back. Boom. Walking Dead returns for his next season. Tonight on The Walking Dead.
So let me ask you something. Since you still you making it, but you ain't just made like that big money, that big check yet. Is there something that you wouldn't do in like a scene or like a movie for a character?
something I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Like, I can't be gay. Like, I'm sorry, that ain't going down. I ain't kissing no dude.
Actually, that was actually one of the first questions I think I discussed with my agent is would you be willing to play gay? And you know, I don't find men attractive at all, but I would.
I mean,
Will Smith did it.
I mean,
I've
there's
not-
levels to it.
Will Smith did
You know
it.
what I'm talking about.
And I mean, I don't see any problem with that. I mean, they play straight all the time.
That's a good point. There's a lot of-
You're definitely right about
You
that.
know,
Touche.
I've not come across anything that I wouldn't do. And I don't think I'll ever be asked to do something I wouldn't do.
So they make a Tu Wong Fu remake, and they want to jazz it up. So instead of getting a Puerto Rican nigga, they want to get an Indian dude. Would you do that?
I don't even know what you just referenced.
You don't know what Tu Wong Fu is?
No.
The what's his face? Patrick Swayze.
I was
John
there
Leguizamo?
with you because you were so hyped.
It's
but
like-
I just
like-
I
it's
was
like
like,
Ryan,
okay, he's
right?
setting it up.
All right.
You know.
Would you play Aladdin in a live action series?
Yeah.
Come on now, who wouldn't do that? That's a good Disney
mean,
check. That's not a hard one.
I
No,
can't
Tu
fucking
Wong
do it
Fu.
clearly
No,
'cause I'm
I like the Tu Wong Fu
black.
one. I'd do it.
Yeah, you're light skinned. You can pull the shit
I know,
off.
I can get a tan and
You're a
work
sand
that.
nigga. Like, I can't. Like, that was
All
so
right, well,
racist.
that wasn't blatantly racist. That was like 1800s Walt Disney racist type, man.
According to DJ Khaled, that's what he considers himself to be. So,
Oh well, shit. I mean, he can say it, but
we the best. Like, that's him. He does it. He's awesome. I like him.
so you do anything, including nudity on film and camera?
It depends on the project, but yeah.
Depends on the
Yeah, I
check.
think I would.
Depends on the check.
It depends on the
depends on the
amount of zeros behind the question that comes along with it.
Yeah, I
Hey,
drop trout for that. I
Like,
drop
hey, we
trout
have
for
this
those
gay
zeros.
role we want you to play, and then they slide you a card, and then you flip it over, it's like, well, you know, bring the dick over here. You know, hey, I'll suck a dick on camera for that much. Like, hey, sure, why not? Like,
Okay, so that's something I would not do on camera.
I
So
just found out way
found
too
much
much information about Top Notch and that's it.
Yeah,
no, I wasn't saying me. I was
Yeah,
talking
okay.
in perspective of him.
It's definitely got to be based on the project, though. I mean, the money is not.
Not your object?
It's not a draw to me. It's never been a draw to me. If it had been a draw to me, I wouldn't have been acting.
You're such a good guy, man, because I'm not going to lie. It was all about that for me. Like, that's why I suck at what I do.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes,
actually.
because it's always about the goddamn check. But my life is set up differently.
So
now,
your passion is more of the craft and storytelling.
Well, it has to be. I mean, if you're getting into acting for money, you get in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, you better go to a CW show.
He said the CW show.
That's a good check. They shows be lasting like 10 seasons.
Yeah, but hell, you got to get on there season 1, or if not, you're screwed.
And look like an attractive 20-year-old in high school.
Exactly, because all of their roles are the same thing in every movie. It's just they just change the superhero up. That's all. Like, not the CW. Wait, that is a CW. They have.
That's true. They do. They got
They-
hair on the flash.
It's just a new superhero, same storyline, new superhero, new character. Never know.
Keeps working.
Yeah, clearly they're making it. So hey, let me jump on this Flash bandwagon then.
So let me ask you this then, since you care. So you love film.
Yeah.
So is there a movie that could just make you cry?
There are a lot of movies that make me tear up. There are not many movies that make me just flat out bawl. I don't think I've done that since. I mean, we saw Allied together. I teared up at Allied.
Did you?
Yeah,
Little
I teared
bitch.
up at.
That's what I was saying. Soft ass, like.
Manchester by the Sea. But
Damn, I haven't seen
But-
that yet. Is that good?
I loved Manchester by the
I
Sea.
might watch that tonight.
But the last movie to really make me cry took me by surprise, and I'm really still mad at these guys. Was Click. click
Wow.
with.
Was that the Adam Sandler
Yeah.
remote
That's what I was
movie?
gonna say. Like
When he went out to his father in the rain, I started bawling, and I got so mad because it was presented to me like it was a comedy, and I'm sitting there crying about the loss of time and this tragedy between father and son, and I'm like, this is not what I signed up for. I thought this was.
I thought it was a
I
mediocre
thought this
Adam
was a,
Sandler.
like,
movie.
Adam
I'm just
Sandler
sitting there
comedy.
like that's when you know you're a true actor because it's like
Yeah.
you felt the role as opposed to me. I'm like that shit was just funny to me.
That was a tragedy about the loss of time. I don't care what
Yeah,
anyone
bro.
says. That was not a comedy.
Like, I
movie.
love acting in film, but I can't even go that deep.
that's
Like, the last movie that made
Damn.
me cry was Interstellar. When Matthew McConaughey came back from being on that planet and he saw all the, like, the videos of, like, his kids growing up and stuff like that. That shit, I was bawling like a little biatch in the theater.
soft ass.
But then again, that's another thing with, like, that loss of time with, like a father sacrificing being with his kids for the betterment of man.
Yeah.
So what was the last movie you saw?
Oh God, I watched so many movies last December. Maybe Fences was the last one I saw.
How is
My
that?
motherfucking
I have yet
shit.
to see
I've
that.
been quoting that ever since I saw it 2
I
months
have yet
ago.
to see it.
You have to see Fences.
Powerhouse performances.
I
Yeah,
saw.
August Wilson plays are so amazing, and then Denzel's taking these.
And then
Yeah.
Viola
and
Davis
just-
with that snot. If that snot don't get nominated for an Oscar this year, I'm gonna be pissed.
Not her. Just
No,
the
not
snot.
Viola Davis. Just a goddamn snot. That's how you know she's giving a great performance.
God, she was so good in that.
The last movie I saw was Split.
Split. I waited for
James McAvoy?
my friends to review
Yeah.
that one because I didn't
The
expect it
previews
to be
did.
good. I love Shyamalan, but it's very hit or miss for me.
I heard the ending's really good though.
It is.
It's like a twist ending.
It's
so don't ruin
definitely
it.
like I'm not gonna tell the movie because I want people to go out and see it. But the previews didn't do it justice.
I didn't like the trailers.
The trailers for it had no like. It didn't even tell what you're gonna watch. So it like, I don't know. I'm not gonna explain it. Just know you need
I
to
mean,
see
what a
it.
great role for him though. But
The
Oh
dude
yeah, that's
played.
gotta be a huge acting challenge.
He played 38 people in the movie. It seemed like.
See, I'd be demanding 38 checks if I got to do that. Then.
Like it wasn't really 38. It was 20. 23. Yeah, 23. Nope, 24 because they added one.
24
Cliffhanger.
personalities.
Thanks a lot, you jackass.
My bad. But spoiler alert. But yeah, you'll still like it though.
So let me ask you this, Rashik. Do you like the more big budget franchise movies, or you prefer like the more art house indie films, like something like Moonlight, or like La La Land was, and then it just
Moonlight
blew
is
up?
actually the one film that's still on my list that I haven't seen.
It's a
I'm
good
expecting
movie.
it to be good. I don't
It's like-
discriminate indie versus big budget
Yeah.
because I've seen so many great big budget movies, but then at the same time, indie films are great. We go to
Oh, yeah, come
Midtown
on.
Cinema all the time.
Or I go to like the Terra 4,
Yeah.
where you ain't got no reclining seats.
I mean, if it's only showing in 3 places in Atlanta, chances are it's going to be good.
Absolutely. So then let me ask you this: what's your top 5 of all time movies?
What kind of question is it? Do you have a top 5?
I got like a top 100, but do I have a top? I actually
gotta
do.
list it
I
out?
have a top 5. I'm gonna have to go Dark Knight because I'm a huge Batman fan. Godfather 2, Casablanca. Fuck, this is really hard actually. I kind of painted myself in this corner. I painted myself in this. No. I got it. Shame with Michael Fassbender, directed by Steve McQueen, which is a fantastic movie. And then I'm gonna have to go New Jack City.
So the only relative movie that you have in the past 5 years is Dark Knight, and that wasn't even in the past 5 years. Like shit.
I can't do that, man. I have trouble just breaking it down into genres because there's so many movies pumped out every day. There's so many good movies.
True.
And I mean, some of my favorite movies off the top of my head are I love Blow with Johnny Depp.
Oh, damn, that's
yeah,
good. I forgot about that.
I actually like that.
I love The Imitation Game. Benedict Cumberbatch is probably my favorite actor right now.
Really?
He's so talented. August Osage County also with him, but just an all-star cast. Meryl Streep, Roberts, all these amazing actors. But they pump out. Even if I thought I had a top 5, they'd pump out another movie that just makes me question it.
Yeah. Training Day. Fuck, I forgot Training Day.
Yeah, that's on my list.
Okay.
That's definitely on my list.
That's what we're
Like
talking about, right?
Training Day will be on there. See, I'm so
Yours would be all hood movies. Your shit would be
like
Menace to
you're so
Society,
serious. Like
Fridays.
the fucked up thing is he's so right.
Friday,
So
Pulp
let's see.
Fiction.
Mine would be, of course, Training Day would come in at like 5. Friday, the first one with Chris Tucker, that'll be like 4. Number 3.
You got room for the other Fridays before,
fuck
before
them.
you answer.
Fuck them other Fridays. The other ones are just funny.
They don't
Chris
compare.
Tucker.
Yeah,
Chris
no,
Tucker. Like I can quote that whole damn movie as soon as it from.
I can't watch it because I quote the whole movie. Over
Literally.
the movie.
Me too. I will play the role of fucking Smokey in the whole movie, like dead ass serious.
What else?
Let's see. What do we got on there? If we go to superhero movies, like let's go with one of those. We'll go with. I'm gonna have to say the George Clooney Batman.
Get out.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
I like the George.
You're gonna throw
Fuck Christian Bale.
When he
another
pulls
Batman
out
over
a
the Dark
Batman,
Knight
I see
Fuck
franchise.
Christian Bale.
When he pulls out a Batman credit card and the expiration date says forever, get the fuck out of here.
We got people who aren't even a part of
I
this
love
podcast
that.
freaking out
We
just
got
because
people in the
you.
engine room.
I
you
love
lose
that.
all their shit.
I love that
What's
movie.
wrong
It
with
was
you?
funny to me. Like it stuck with what the fuck the cartoon was about. Damn it. It was the cartoon.
No, the cartoon is better.
No,
than Batman,
seriously.
right?
No, I'm
Don't-
joking.
don't-
I'm joking.
don't
I'm
put that
joking.
evil in
I'm
the
joking,
cartoon.
people. I'll take X-Men.
I should have
over
known you were crazy when you thought Bernie Sanders was on the ballot.
Niggas just writing in shit.
that. Let's see. No, seriously. Let's see. For a romance movie, I'll probably put the Titanic. That's like
Ooh.
my shit.
Notebook Playboy makes me cry every time.
Man, the
That shit's
Titanic is
tearjerker.
way better than the Notebook, dude.
Nah, bro.
Shitting me.
I'm all about some.
Man, dude, you get more pussy from what? Well, no, you get more pussy from the Notebook.
Yeah, because she gonna be
But
crying by the end of the movie.
Titanic is like one of those. This shit is deep. Let's see what else.
But is she gonna be crying more than you?
Probably. By the way, never make a girl watch Atonement because she'll be bawling her eyes out by the end of that movie.
Atonement's a good movie.
Fantastic movie.
Let's see what I got. 2 more to pick. Probably be like some blaxploitation films, like
Dolomite, my man.
I actually would say Harlem Nights. Harlem Night. Yeah, I
That's
love
a good
that.
one.
And then, fuck. I don't know. My last one would just be a toss. It would be like a rabbit out the hat. Like fuck it. Ocean's 11 shit. I don't know.
Solid movie. That's just,
I think we all have to kind of.
yeah,
all right.
you can't argue. Soderbergh, Clooney, Pitt, Damon. Yeah,
See, I told you. See, y'all got me on the movie shit, man. It's cool. Let me ask you, what is your pregame for a role?
My pregame for a role?
that's a good question.
Yes.
Depends on the role. What do you mean?
What do you
Like, what do you
My
like, when-
little ritual? I don't have a
What do
ritual.
you? What do you? What's? Oh, well, that killed that whole thing. Like, what do
Okay,
you
then we
do to
can-
get hyped for a role? Like,
Yeah.
like
well,
it's like.
well, let me ask you this: since before you shoot, since you don't do anything, what do you do to prepare for a character?
It depends on the character. I mean, I may tap into a different technique. I may, just the main thing I try to do is just put myself in that character's shoes. How would I react in this situation? How I go about that depends. Varies role to role because there are certain roles I can tap into my own experiences for. There are certain roles that I can't tap into my own experiences for.
So let me ask you: do you do like was it Strasberg style of method acting, or?
I learned a little bit of Strasberg in college, but the only
Saw it on a
techniques
YouTube
that
video. I just wanted to sound smart.
the only techniques that I've studied since college, I did a little bit intro to Chubbuck in Atlanta, and I've taken up some Meisner. I'm actually gonna go study in New York this summer at the Esper Studio and take up some more Meisner.
Damn, bring back some White Castle.
Some White Castle.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to New York. You want White Castle?
yeah, I want some White Castle.
I just want to go to New York, so
Okay.
just put me in your
And some
luggage.
Junior's cheesecake.
Well, no. Don't put me in your luggage because then they're gonna be like, "Hey, there's a Middle Eastern guy with luggage and his shit is rattling."
Yeah,
Like,
he's
no.
gonna be stuck in LaGuardia for like.
You're gonna be
at
stuck in
least
LaGuardia,
1 week for 3 hours.
and I'm not
so-
gonna go anywhere.
I
Why
got
the
it.
fuck is there a black guy?
We knew it. We knew it.
Slave trade all over
We got a
again.
we got a blue 30. We got a code blue. We got a code blue.
Between the two of you, I've got at least $20 for gifts, and Demon's a cheap date, as you just said. So we got $15 for you. So think about it. Write me a wish list.
Awesome. Like, look, man. Hey, just give me a "I love New York" T-shirt.
You know what I'll do is I'll get you a mixtape from somebody.
There we go.
I'm passing by.
Like, yo,
I'll get you one of the free, but can I get a donation?
Hey, yo, my man.
Yeah,
And
Yo,
then
$5 will do.
Your son, your shorty,
This
yo
man-
B.
This man literally handed me his mixtape, which you're clearly handing me because you need to get it out, and signed it for me. Signed my name onto it, and then took it back when I didn't have money for a donation.
Wow.
I gave it back anyway. Don't you write on my thing that I'm about to buy?
I was actually gonna listen to that.
I don't know you.
Like,
like,
I was
yo,
gonna
bro, I'ma take this
suffer
back.
through that for him.
Yo, son, let me get that back, B. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the money for the mixtape, dog. Like, I need that back, son. Like, nah. He probably harassed you, too. Yo, fuck you, too, then, son, you cheap bastard. Like,
Although that's the one thing I do like about New Yorkers though, is that when you see him like try to holler at a female, but the girl keep on walking, it's like, well then fuck you, Ben, you big head, forehead ass bitch.
I like how...
Like they go from 0 to 60 like that.
I love how when they talk to people, they just
Is
go
that
off
60
and they
for
start
you?
talking about... Like, they literally
What's
start
100
talking about
if
what they
that's
got
your
on.
60?
They're just
You don't
like,
wanna know that.
yo, shorty, yo, ma. Hey, red pants. Okay, she still don't hear me. Hey, red pants, Tim boots, starter jacket with a fitted hat. Yeah, you. Oh, she still don't hear me. Well, fuck you too then. That's why your friend look better than you, bitch. Like, they're like savages, dude. Like savages. So,
You retarded, son.
I know. I smoke too much weed, man. Never mind me.
Anyway, Rishik, what's the one role that
His
you like
voice
that you
started to
seen?
doze off.
Yeah,
I'm
And
high now. Like,
This part of the show where we got it wrangling top notch.
like, yeah, I'm high. I'm sorry.
But no, what's the one role that you've seen that you wish that you could perform, like Brando on the waterfront or something like that?
I've never thought that way.
Really?
To be honest.
Damn, I must be petty then.
Yeah, I try to give actors their due. Like if if you've got that role, that's your role. Obviously I would love those opportunities, but if you booked it, I mean, that was for you. That was meant for you.
Okay, I got what you're saying. Cause like if you're auditioning for something for that small amount of time, you have that role even if you don't get cast in whatever the project is. That's how I look at it for me.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So let me ask you this though: do you do more like in face-to-face auditions, or do you more like tape and send it to?
Atlanta
Casting
is
directors.
almost all tapes.
Oh, really? Almost all.
Yeah, commercials I'll go out for always in person. Commercials I always go out for in person. Callbacks I'll go out for in person, but initially I would say 99% of my auditions, and I don't think I'm rounding up either. 99% of my auditions are probably tapes.
Damn. Wait, sidebar.
Wow.
What commercials you done?
That's exactly what I was about to ask.
I haven't booked a commercial yet. That's my goal this year. I've gotten close, but that's one of my goals this year.
Pine Saw.
He gonna be the new Mr. Clean dude.
Yeah, I heard Mr. Clean's supposed to be black anyway this year.
He looked like a Dominican nigga. He
I
had
thought he was
the hoop
black.
earring. I thought he was Dominican. He got the hoop earring
No,
in.
I thought that was Jordan.
Who
You know,
was that?
Jordan wore the hoop earring. The ball
Nigga,
head.
Michael Jordan also had a Hitler mustache for a while, so I don't think we should be taking cues from him.
I'm just saying, Michael Jordan the only dude that can still rock a
Slowly
hoop
turns
earring.
into a Hanes commercial.
It's like cleaning these up, cleaning this spill that I had just.
They're bringing a merger, but they're bringing it on slowly.
Buy these new Hanes. They're water resistant to clean up the shit with Mr. Clean.
So let me ask you. So what big either commercial or TV show or films that you've auditioned for but you didn't get, but you really wanted?
What have I auditioned for that I didn't get that I wanted? Coming to mind, there was I forget his name now. I want to say it was Ben, in A Fault in Our Stars.
Oh, the Cancer Kid movie. I mean,
Or
Cancer Young Adult movie?
no. It wasn't A Fault in Our Stars. It was Paper Towns.
The one with the chick with the eyebrows in it.
I
said the
didn't
chick
end
with
up.
the
I
eyebrows?
still need to go
Cara
back and watch
Delevingne
it,
is her
but
name, I know her name.
I
got
feel
hit
you. I
with
wouldn't
a-
watch that shit either. If they ain't cast me in it.
Hey,
Like,
fuck you.
No.
Hey,
I
I
definitely.
knew it. You got a
I
little
definitely want to go
pettiness
back
in
and
him.
watch it, but I get hit with a 8-page audition for probably a secondary lead in that show or in that movie, and I had 12 hours to go, and I put it all out there. I really, really enjoyed that role for the short time that I had it, as we discussed earlier.
All
But there's not there. I ended up getting on Powers, but the first audition I had for Powers was really fun too. There was a character who was getting interrogated. He had the ability to disappear, and that's my favorite superpower. So I really wanted that role.
The non-acting superpower. You don't even have to be on set for that shit.
Like,
not-
gone, bitch.
I don't really hold on to roles though.
Still
I don't
got
hold on to auditions. I think that's cancer in your career if you're holding on to stuff. So, but that is one that my agent maybe a year later, it's like, man, you should have had that one though.
It's like, yeah, what the fuck happened? You start getting mad at your agent. How come you ain't do your goddamn job? And give me the money?
No, I have the best agent in the
So when it comes to, like, you're big in movies, you're big in TV, you're big in film, you're big on screenplays and stage plays. So now we got to think about the whole Netflix and chill mindset. What is your
Sex?
Are you
talking about? Oh, okay.
What is
All
your
right, I know where
go-to movie for Netflix and chill?
My go-to movie for Netflix and chill. I'll throw a horror on, but I don't Netflix and chill.
You know, Netflix and chill.
No.
What, you fire stick and dick? Like, what do you do? Like,
That's what I do nowadays. Yeah, buddy. We can watch whatever movie you want.
Let's live stream this shit.
Netflix and chill's kind of grown hold on me, I guess.
Like,
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to watch on Netflix then? Aside, you said horrors.
Well, no, I mean I love horror genre, but I love all genre. I just finished Longmire. I really appreciated Longmire. My favorite thing on Netflix is Stranger Things.
Oh, God.
yes.
Damn, I want to watch Stranger Things.
Stranger
again.
Things, I'm so hyped for. We got a lot of great local artists here. We film it here, and it's just so good. It's
So, Damon, what's your favorite thing, man? I ain't never asked you.
To Netflix? To watch on Netflix? and chill?
Just to watch on Netflix. It ain't got to be Netflix and chill.
Oh, I'm gonna answer both of these. One I watched the Netflix and chill. It's not on Netflix, but Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Because it's one of those things where it's a
That's
decent.
a great option.
Yeah, it's a good love story.
You asked me over to watch Scott Pilgrim.
He never. I don't know what you're talking about because you never came over. So as far as I'm
He's like,
concerned-
why the fuck would you want me to watch that?
I
if
mean,
that's
I
your
was gonna
go-to
let him
movie
reject me
Netflix
later
and
on, but I took that away. So, no, Scott Pilgrim is one of those movies where it's like, if you got like a hipster girl or like a geek girl who could like video games and all that, she'll really love it. But if you got like a girl who's like, whatever about it, you can end up just making out because she's bored.
Go-to movie.
If somebody doesn't like Scott
fuck
Pilgrim,
you.
though,
I don't want to be your friend.
I kind of done at that point.
You just walk away.
I might have to look at that one because I've never seen it. So.
You never see Scott? Yeah,
Nope.
you like it too.
Man, I'm recently getting into this whole Netflix thing.
But
like,
but as far as like what to watch on Netflix, I gotta say like the Marvel Netflix shows. Those are like my go-tos to watch. Like if I'm working on my laptop or something, I could put on like Luke Cage or Daredevil.
you know, I never watched Luke Cage yet. And I'm black. I feel bad.
Well, you
about
can't be black.
like, I feel bad. I haven't watched that at all.
And Fences.
Like, yeah. Damn, they gonna
Sorry, I didn't throw that out.
They gonna take away my black. Hey, hell,
gonna let the
I haven't
Indian
seen.
nigga
I haven't
revoke
seen
your
Hidden
black
Figures
card.
yet either, too. So yeah, I think
Hey,
I'm gonna have to turn.
you're not missing much,
2017 Black History Month. I think I'm about to have to be on Team White now. Like,
It's February.
Yeah,
that's
bro,
all.
it's
I
like-
feel bad.
It's like almost middle of February.
Like, I feel bad that I haven't watched
is a
all the
bad
black
time
movies.
for
I don't
This
think
is
you
horrible.
planned this
I'm the
out right.
darkest fucking guy in the whole building, and I have yet to see this shit.
Talk
Like,
about confessing your sins.
like, black people across America, I'm officially. I've been traded, man. They traded me. Like,
Stupid, bro.
like
So-
I like. What about fucking what's the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt? I love that movie, like that series.
to Netflix and chill just to watch.
Just to watch.
Oh, I mean, I love
that's
it.
my shit.
That's a great quotable show.
Fucking love Unbreakable.
But I don't know when the next season's out, so I kind of forgot about it. I'm on that Stranger Things, Playboy.
I need to watch Stranger Things after The Walking Dead is over with, because nothing interferes with The Walking Dead for me.
Stranger Things, you can finish in a night.
Yeah, it's. Like
I'm not
8
saying that's what I
episodes.
did. But
Oh,
that's what I did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can.
Are those
finish that in a
30-minute episodes? Or what?
No, the hour.
Damn.
The hour.
Well, got a fast forward button.
yeah. So let me ask you this now: what is like a pet peeve of yours at acting? Like for me, I hate it when like there's a scene at like a restaurant or a diner and somebody's drinking something, but there's clearly not any liquid whatsoever in their cup. That pisses me off. Like, put water if you don't want to drink coffee.
That really bothers you.
It really bothers me because you
He's
can tell
really mad.
It really
every
bothers you too.
time.
He's
Because
so
they
mad
pick the
right
cup
now.
up way too quickly and there's no heft to it.
I can't.
I sound like a goddamn
I
Seinfeld
would
episode.
appreciate if there were a drink in there, but I can't imagine having to, drink every take and God forbid you don't get it right the first 10 takes. So
I don't even.
I-
You don't
I'm
even
gonna
have
give
to
them
drink it
a-
though. You could just mock sip it.
just mock sip it.
Yeah.
Well, then
Like,
you're gonna
just-
be upset about the fake sipping. What do you?
What if they don't want to, like, if they got a mustache, they don't want the wet spot to be on there, the it hangs like.
Well, then I'm even
liquid.
more pissed because if you drinking something, wouldn't you get wet shit on your mustache?
Technically
See?
true.
Pet
Hollywood?
peeves. Pet peeves in what do you mean? Do you mean the film industry, or you mean actors? What things
Both.
they do?
Any. give me with actors and what they do.
I don't like when actors beat up on themselves.
Yeah.
Everybody is slowly figures out how to handle themselves, but one of the things that bothers me, I notice a lot, is people making but putting blame on things they can't control. It's like, oh, I didn't get this because I'm white, or I didn't get this because I'm black, I didn't get this because I'm Indian. It's stuff like that. It's you got to push that away. We all have our own obstacles, based on how we look and how we sound, and you can't control that. You can only be you, and so to come out and say, oh well, this is something that's holding me back. I don't like when people do that, because that's not the role for you. Your role's out there.
Right.
As far as something that's been bothering me, I think we've talked about this before. Something that's been bothering me is, this was a big talk at the last Oscars with
Oscar so white.
right, yeah. I definitely understand and get on that train, but
Yeah.
I mean it's pretty clear. But one thing I would like to do is, because one thing I've noticed is with my minority friends who are writers, they hand me a script and all of their characters are right off the bat white names.
Right.
That is something that just is kind of intrinsically in a lot of people, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, except for Vice when I gave it to you.
You just kind of
didn't
trained
read it
to start off all your leads as predominantly white characters, and that's something that's fighting back. But what really is bothering me is that ethnic and minority writers are, I think, is important to tell your cultural story.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't knock people who write that stuff. It's important to write about your culture, but can we write about other things too? I think if you have the platform to fight what you're upset about already, why are you not taking it? I'm not seeing, and you can still be cultural too, and
that'd be
expand.
ham-fisted.
I'm not seeing, I'm not seeing Indian writers go out and write Jack Reacher with an Indian lead. I'm not seeing
I thought that would probably be
African American
bothering
writers go out and write a 300 set in Africa, which would be so dope. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
we need to work on this. I need to edit this out. Note to self.
You've got to.
Save that.
There are so many other storylines, and it's not that those are not part of our culture. You know.
Well, I have a movie idea that I've been toying around. I don't even know if I told you about it, but I'm thinking I want to write a script on the Harlem Hellfighters, which is a World War II 369th Infantry group that were badass and killed a lot of Nazis. But they didn't train with the white soldiers; they had to train under the French army.
See, and that's great, and we don't have that.
And I can sell it to a studio because white people were over them, so we can definitely get white actors in there. So.
It's always about the check.
But yeah, that's the way we can help each other out is going ahead and writing these characters in and broadening what we write about, because white people are not the only people who live out storylines like, as we referenced earlier, Revolutionary Road, Fault in Our Stars, all these Manchester by the Sea. They're not the only ones who live lives like this.
Right, like there should be a Black La La
but they
Land.
tend to be the ones who write these stories, and I don't see ethnic writers writing these stories.
No.
And they can, and they should.
They should. Well, then that's like a focus for me as a writer. Like I don't try and write something that's more culturally appropriate. I try and pick like a situation or like a relationship type opportunity with somebody having. And then most of the time, if I'm writing a character, they're like pretty much racially blind. It's like it's colorblind as far as I'm concerned. So going at who's the best actor and that who's the best black actor or this like that. Except for you when I wrote Vice, because I wrote it for you even though you ain't ready yet. We're gonna give on that.
Second time. Pop, pop, shots fired.
You gonna read
Everybody
that
throw
shit
it
so
out.
we can shoot it.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet, so I can't even defend that. Like, yeah, that was
Hey,
not
it's
cool.
It's cool, man. Like, I want to be in it, man. Can y'all find a role for me to play besides the token black guy?
I'm sorry, you played it so well though.
I know.
It's like,
That,
Man, he moved really quickly from I don't write characters with races to having a token black guy in his.
like, yeah. Like, dude, you can be.
oh, I'm not hiring him.
Right
This
now.
nigga don't even show up on time for the show. So why would I do that? That's stupid.
Like, this what you do. You put me in the film and tell me y'all filming it the day before and I'll be there on time. But really, my role isn't for the next day. It's like, oh, shit.
How about this? How about you go to the theater and support it for us?
See, that's going to cause me to spend money. Like, no,
And
I'm
moving
joking.
on.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
So let me ask you this. So do you think with the type of roles that you've done, playing terrorists and or being like the my friend kind of roles and all that kind of stuff?
He took that from me,
I
actually.
know. We've had this conversation.
Right, friend.
Do you
I
think...
made a proclamation that I would the next person who would write an Indian role for me that didn't have my friend in the dialogue, I would kiss. And that offer is still standing.
Fuck. I did not write that advice, but you don't gotta kiss me, bro. It's all gravy.
You already invited me over for Scott Pilgrim.
Clearly, so Netflix and chill.
No, but seriously, like, do you think that there's a ceiling as far as like where you can go and like the roles you do get offered, or do you think it's more of those things where you just gotta kind of put your time in, and then just eventually you'll get that La La Land type role where you're the lead?
There's no ceiling. If I thought there was a ceiling, then I mean, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Dev Patel, Lion.
Fuck, just get a second chance.
Broke the ceiling wide open. Actually, so
Yeah.
I mean, there is that aspect of, you know, your typecast and stuff like that, but that's something you should embrace. That's something you know, it's not like you get typecast and then you have to go play this horrible role. You get to play some really cool roles. And
I don't know. I get offered criminal roles a lot.
that is one that's out there, and that's tough. But
Played a lot of thugs in my day life.
Hey, I think
And
I can
drug
pull off
dealers.
that.
But you know, I just played a terrorist. I had a blast, dude. I had the most.
Oh, you had a blast
I had the-
playing
I had-
terrorist.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
Boom.
I had the most fun, my friend. We really don't say that. We don't say that. I don't know who writes these things and thinks we say that. We don't say
White people.
And my friend. My friend.
But oh my god, I haven't seen anyone from any ethnicity say that. I've only heard it referenced. It's like
if
this,
you go down to Mexico, they'll
pot of-
play you that trying to sell you some
yeah,
shit.
it's like this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow that like I'm told is there, but like I've never seen it.
I ain't never
Hey,
met
mi
a
amigo.
nigga that said that.
Mi amigo. Mi amigo.
Uh,
Ándale.
But yeah, no, you take the roles that you get, and you know, you get to play some awesome stuff, and then, you know, say you're playing comedies your entire life, and you're Vince Vaughn, and you get to play a drama because you're Vince Vaughn.
So translation, get that check and get all the craft services food while you can.
Exactly.
How are them craft services tables like under 24?
Craft service was awesome.
I knew it.
Oh man, I met a lot of my best friends on crew there too. They're always coming up to me with food. Hey, do you want some chowder? Yes.
Of course.
Damn.
Like,
I
I don't
gotta
have
do
to
a
be
TV
slim
show.
for this role. Like, give me this shit.
I could be a fat terrorist. That's progressive. So this is gonna be the
Mornings tacos? Yeah. I want tacos.
Oh, some breakfast nachos. That's just fire. All right, so one last question, then we're gonna wrap it up. Since you're in Atlanta, you're born in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I was born in Decatur.
Born in Decatur,
Damn,
raised in
this
Georgia.
whole time I thought he was gonna say Pakistan.
Yeah, it's racist.
I'm done.
Damn,
I'm
Top
done. I'm
Notch.
done. I'm
We
so
already
done.
discussed I was Indian too, so you
Jesus
just
Christ.
I'm
take
so
that off.
fucking
What
dumb.
the fuck? That's not even the same country.
I'm out. It's
All right.
over with.
Anyway.
I think you've offended your people and like 3 other people.
Yeah, you definitely said black people A good 10 years at least.
Yeah.
But
You started off on the whites, and people forgive you for ripping on the whites.
yeah,
like,
everybody gets that.
whites forgive you for
That's-
giving for ripping
that's
on the
low
whites.
hanger. It's like, you got me.
But then you just went south, yeah.
Yeah.
But now let me ask you this though: since you're an Atlanta actor, do you think eventually you're gonna have to make that move over to Hollywood, or do you plan on staying here for your career?
I'm not gonna put any set limits on myself. There's advantages to being in Atlanta. There's advantages to being in LA.
Weed.
And
I definitely agree. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that shit.
there's advantages to being in New York. I mean, I want to study everywhere. I want to train everywhere. I want to film everywhere. So ideally I think bi-coastal is the next move that I'm gonna make, where I can travel to LA when needed. 24-hour notice and jet over there for auditions. But I love the city right here. And I love being a part of this movement. We're the first generation to really go through the new Atlanta. All these people who have put in all this effort to get us where we are right now, where we're pumping out 150, 160 features in a year.
Mm-hmm. And now we're having shows about our city.
I know.
Good shows.
Where's she audition for?
Shout out to the Migos getting that cameo on there. My boys. Fuck with the Migos.
Nigga, you don't know
man.
no goddamn Migos.
I've met them once or twice.
God, I saw.
That fucking Culture album is the shit.
I think I saw a post for us to calm down when we lost the Super Bowl, because they said, hey, you've still got Stranger Things, you've still got 24 Legacy,
Yeah.
still got
Good.
We
It's
aight.
like, oh, that the team
You
of
still got
millionaires didn't win the Super Bowl.
Black Panther.
Clearly.
Oh, I can't
no,
wait
it's a
for
great
Black Panther.
it's a great time to be filming in
What's the
Atlanta.
thing that they're filming out there at
Yeah, it's
Patchwork?
Spider-Man.
What movie did they just finish filming out there in Patchwork? Not Patchwork. Pinewood Studios.
Avengers. They
What-
filmed
the-
Guardians 2.
And
Spider-Man.
What's the other one?
Passengers.
The shit with the hot chick from
Oh, that narrows it down.
yeah, the Hunger Games chick.
Passengers with Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. My bad. Sorry, I had to think about it. I'm calling out movies in my head. I'm like, I kept looking for Hunger Games. I'm like, but it wasn't fucking Hunger Games. It was the other movie that she was in.
I'm sure Jennifer Lawrence will appreciate the being the hot chick in the movie you can't remember.
I fucking love Hunger Games too, by the way. I actually like that.
But so that's our time. Man, it's been a great interview. We might have to have you. I know, because personally he doesn't like doing interviews yet, because he's not big time yet and all that. But I definitely wanted to get this in before he blew up, so that way we can have something.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
feel like I've
that way we
done
can
enough
force
to be
him to
doing
come back.
interviews.
That's your ass. Huh?
Yeah, I don't feel like I've done enough to be doing interviews, but here I am doing an interview,
This guy is
so it's
humble
okay.
as hell.
It's so fucking humble.
But wait until he get that check. This nigga gonna be wearing sunglasses inside and all that.
Versace shirts and shit. He gonna look like
He gonna look like a Persian nightclub owner and shit.
He gonna look like the Grand Theft Auto guy when he go into the
Before
clubs.
I had any money, so I should probably just get some nicer sunglasses.
No, but no, as my friend, I want to thank you as a fellow actor. It's gonna be fantastic to watch you grow. Hopefully you won't get killed gloriously. Well, hopefully you do get killed gloriously in 24. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I don't know if you're gonna die or not, but also please read Vice, because I definitely want to get you in there. Help a nigga out. I'm just saying.
I'll read it.
but
Yo,
nah.
just slide me a to-go box of that damn crab food, like man. Like
Yeah.
just give me some food, man.
And
Shit.
if an actress who just recently broke up with her boyfriend on set
just slide
is
us
vulnerable and needs a rebound, let me or Top Notch know.
yeah.
We can do a set visit. It's fine.
Definitely. Like, hey, look, no, we're with him.
We're with Mr. Patel.
With
no,
him.
No,
not
that-
terrorist number 3 or
Yeah,
number
no.
2. We're
The
terrorist
other
number
Patel.
1.
Yeah,
That
him.
one. Yeah, him. We're with that guy.
But nah, this has been Unapologetically Candid with your man Damon.
And of course, the fly guy DJ Top
And our
Notch.
special guest, Rishik
Yeah, I
Patel.
gotta throw a shout out to the show. Please watch 24 Legacy on Fox on demand.
Yeah, where can they reach you at on your
Hulu,
social
Amazon. I've got a Twitter now. I don't want to have a Twitter, but I have one.
He's been tweeting like a motherfucker,
I
too.
tweet now. I do that. It's Rishik_P. That's where to find me.
Rishik_P.
But yeah, check me out. Episodes 2 through 4, 6 through 8 this season on 24.
Mm-hmm. Top Notch, where can they find you at?
Of course, man, you can always find me on my Instagram, just DJ Top Notch.
All right, and you can find me on Instagram at This Is Damon and Facebook Damon McLeod. Coming soon, the Unapologetically Candid website is coming up as soon as Top Notch send me a goddamn professional picture of his ass.
Well, see, the way my life is set up. All right, I'm gonna work on it, man, for
Yeah,
real.
all right,
Like,
whatever,
I'm
man.
black, man. What the fuck? You know we late to everything, like shit.
I know, you were late to the show.
You know I take headshots, right?
Oh, well, there we go. What the fuck can he not do? Like,
Be black.
yeah, besides the obvious.
But no, other than that, you can
Don't
find...
limit me.
But
Get him in some blackface right now, people. He's gonna play nigga number 2.
It's okay, he's gonna Robbie Downey Jr. it.
Whoa, what do you mean by you people?
Hell no. But
I'm
no,
done.
this has been Unapologetically Candid, and we out. And we out. And we out. And we out.